Uh, Not really anything completely new. Just, so we're going to be comparing functions. Basically, what we've been doing is we got a problem like this where Johnny's selling T-shirts. He earns $125 for selling 30 T-shirts, 170 for 45 T-shirts. We need to make the function. So, just like we had been doing, to make the function, do change in y over change in x. Our y values are our money. X values are the number of T-shirts. So our y values are going from 125 to 170. That's an increase of 45. X values are going from 30 to 45. Increase of 15. That's making my slope here, not 2, sorry, 3. Okay? Once we have the slope, we can do y minus mx to find our y-intercept. So if I go 125 minus 3 times 30, using that first order pair, 3 times 30 is 90. 125 minus 90, 35. So I'd have E equals 3t plus 35. Okay? Everybody's good on that? We've been doing pretty well with that. That's what we've been doing. All right, so here's the difference. This time we got Johnny and his shirts, and we got Jimmy and the T-shirts he's selling. We need to know, it says they both earn a base pay and an additional amount per T-shirt. We need to know who earns more per T-shirt, and then who has the higher base pay. So, Johnny, we already had with 3t plus 35. Okay? For Jimmy, then, we got to do our same thing, basically. Our change in y is going from 115 to 145. That's a change of 30. The x values are going from 35 to 50. That's a change of 15. That makes Jimmy have a slope of 2. We do y minus mx for Jimmy. I'm going to use the second one this time because those are easier numbers. With the calculator, it don't make a difference, but I'm not using one, so 2 times 50 is easy. That's 100. 145 minus 100 is 45. So that means for Jimmy, we'd have 2t plus 45. Okay? Everybody good with that? Now we just got to pay attention to what the question's asking you for. This one's asking you for both things. The other ones typically will only ask you for one thing that's being compared. So it says, who earns more per T-shirt? Johnny earns more per T-shirt. Per T-shirt. Per is your slope. So this one was Johnny. This one was Jimmy. 3 is more than 2. Occasionally, they'll ask you also for, they'll say who's more. So then you would just subtract, and basically be Johnny by 1 if it was asking by how much. Okay? All right, what about the base pay? Who has the higher base pay? Gray? Jimmy. Base pay. Base pay is going to be our y-intercepts. So Jimmy's is higher by 10. Any questions on this? Sets of ordered pairs. It doesn't always give you 2 sets of ordered pairs. Sometimes it'll give it to you in different ways. Like one of them will be, they'll give you the equation. One of them will give you a graph. Or one of them will give you a table. The other one gives you ordered pairs. And it's a mix and match of all that sort of stuff. Don's at the T-shirt shack. John, give that a try. Is John. Yeah, so what we're looking for per shirt, that's slope. You don't need the y-intercept then for this problem. All it's asking for is who charges more per shirt. Don and the T-shirt shack, $15. For John, then, we need to use the table. Change Y is 170. Change X is 10. That gives us 17 for John. That means John is the one that charges more per shirt. Or the answer choice maybe would have like the shop's name. Either one. John and the T-shirt hut. Sometimes that's the trickiest thing on this is keeping straight like who's who. So just kind of always be careful with that. Any questions there? You can see this isn't like anything like horribly more difficult. It's kind of like doing almost 2 problems in one though. All right, try this one then. We got salesperson A and salesperson B. We need to know who has the higher base salary. Salesperson A. All right, salesperson A, we got a base salary right here of 4,000. Y'all, are we looking for the slope or the y-intercept? Y-intercept. If you weren't sure, all you have to do is look at salesperson A, and it says $300 for every machine. Every is a slope word. That means the 300 is a slope. The base salary of 4,000 is your y-intercept. Okay. So to get the y-intercept, we got to find the slope first, right? Our change in y right there is 1,500. Our change in x right there is going up by 3. That makes salesperson B earning $500 per machine. So their per machine, B is higher, but again, that's not what we need. So we got to keep going. We go y minus mx. So I got 4,600 minus 500 times 2. And what that's going to do, 500 times 2 is 1,000. 4,600 minus 1,000 is 3,600. 36 less than 4,000. A for the base salary. Everybody kind of follow?